Good morning, Emma. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very good. Thank you very much. It's very nice to meet you.
Yeah, it's very nice to meet you too. Well, over video, obviously.
You know, it's better than nothing. Luckily, we have that nowadays.
Yeah, of course.
It would have been 30 or 40 years back in time. That would have been much harder such a time.
It would have. We would have had to send letters and God knows how long that would take, right?
Indeed. Just give me 1 second. I'm just gonna put up the volume up a bit here. Yes, that's perfect. Yes, cool. Thank you very much. So, how is everything going so far? Hanging on?
Yeah, hanging on. I'm just keeping busy, really. I think that's the main thing to do. It's just to keep the mind busy and checking the news once a day, and that's it.
Well, I mean, you're a fantastic artist.
Oh, thank you.
I've been amazed about all the things you do. And I've studied graphic design, so you know there is some things that I can understand how it's been done and everything. I think it's absolutely amazing. You have such a style on your own. A lot of artists can do a lot of things, but having your own style is always very difficult for a painter or an illustrator or anything like this. And I think yours is really clear. I love that. But before we talk about your style and everything, how did you start with art? Was it something that you've done always, or is it something that came up just later in life?
I would say that when I was growing up in school, art was really the main subject that I just adored. It was never a chore for me. I think I was never really that academic until later on in life. With my childhood, I was very creative. I grew up in sort of an artistic manner, so I was always doing ballet and dance and singing and acting and definitely painting at home and always just drawing like in my spare time. So yeah, art has always definitely been a presence in my life, and I think that's something that I've tried to carry on later on as well.
And what, because you said that you were doing dancing, singing, acting and everything, what made you decide this particular field of art instead of the other one, for example? Is there something that you were like, okay, this is really my thing because ...
Sure. I think as I got older, I became more comfortable just being who I am. And I think when I realized that there is a part of me that's an introvert, and as much as I love socializing and I love meeting people, there is that part of me that likes to come home and just spend time by myself. And I think when I realized that I could be creative in that environment, that's what propelled me more to doing art and putting my thoughts onto paper instead on a stage, and I found that a lot easier to do in my spare time as well.
And so nowadays you define yourself as a digital illustrator. How did you step from the paper to the digital way of doing art?
So I was previously living in Bangkok.
Okay.
And it was a very chaotic city, and I was an early years educator for about 5 years. And I always had the idea in my head to go home and paint and draw. But I was living in a tiny apartment, and I never had the space to actually do that. And by the time I got home, I was so tired, and I saw a lot of illustrators going digital. And I thought, hey, that's something I'm quite interested in. So, at that point I went out and got an iPad and I downloaded Procreate, and my mind just exploded. I was like, wow, this is amazing. And I think it's really helped a lot of secret artists come out of their shell too. Because it's such an amazing app. It's so cheap to download. And people can use it all over the world, and I think it's opened the doors for a lot of creatives to experiment and just yeah, just be creative.
Indeed, and we have another artist as well in the showcase, which is also a digital illustrator. Her name is Marion, and we already we had this conversation also a little bit about, you know, how much the new technology has brought so much more chance to people to be able to express themselves, and perhaps some artists that perhaps did not have the money to buy paint or the space to have a workshop is now just compiled into such a little A4 format screen, basically, almost.
Yeah, for sure. You know, not everybody has the money to go out and buy expensive paints. Not everybody has the money to go do workshops, as amazing as they are. And I think as well with technology, you've got things like YouTube.
Yeah.
You can go take a tutorial in your lunch break or your coffee break, or, you know, it's so much more accessible these days.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I love about digital work. It's just so accessible.
Yeah, and it's true what you say, because people that see artists, they must think, oh yeah, buying some paint that is acrylic or whatever must be very cheap, or buying pencils is very cheap as well. But that's very wrong, actually, because the one to have the real result you wanna have are so expensive. I mean, during my studies of graphic design, I had to buy a Faber-Castell pencil color case, and it was like 24 pen, but it was about 50 euro, and it's like it goes to 2 euro per pen, and people are like, what, is that expensive? Yes, it is. And so this iPad generation that we're having right now is saving a lot of us and giving us the chance to actually develop more things. So I think it's really exciting. Cool. And so, I mean, I'm on your Instagram. I mean, I've been also on your website, which is also very, very, very nice website. What is your inspiration behind your designs and everything? Because I see you draw a lot of animals. Is that something you relate yourself to? You connect more easily than other elements, perhaps, in life?
Yeah, I think I love the animal world, and I think it's such an important issue today.
Yep.
Especially with what we're going through right now.
Yes.
I really think that it's something that people have to take more consideration towards, and maybe have a think about how animals play a part in their life.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something I just connect to very naturally, and I think that's why I wanted to incorporate it more into my art.
Yeah.
Just to make people think a little bit more about who we share this world with.
Yeah, definitely. What is very nice in all your design, I mean, we have, of course, abstract art, which, you know, does not speak mainly to a lot of people. It's the interpretation of the artist on a paper, but it's hard for people to connect to it in a way or another if you don't have a description of it. But your drawings are really clear, and they all tell a story, and that's what I like a lot with what you do, because every time you see one of your drawings, it tells a story from A to Z. So it's absolutely amazing to be able to do that.
That's really lovely to know, so thank you.
And so you're a self-taught artist, right?
Yes.
So
I'm self-taught.
If
not
people
really taken any lessons in school, so
if people never draw and they think they will never be good at drawing, what would be your advice as a self-taught artist to be able to start their imagination and their experience with art?
I say number one, never say never. I think we are all so harsh on ourselves to have hidden talents, and we all become so envious of what we think we can't do. But I genuinely think that art is something everybody can learn.
Yeah.
I think, yes, it's great to have an eye for it, and it's something that you need to dedicate yourself to.
Of course.
So that's what I want to go on to next, is if it's something that you want to become good at, you need to carve out some time in your schedule to dedicate yourself to it. It's like anything, right?
Of course.
You're trying to, you grow with.
Yeah.
And thirdly, make use of all the free resources on the internet that we have. Most of the things I learned were from online tutorials and YouTube. I can't get enough of YouTube. YouTube is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
There are some of the most amazing creative people on there that I've ever seen.
It's true.
And you also have things like Skillshare. I think it's something like $10 a month, and you have access to loads of online tutorials. So yeah, like, don't be too harsh on yourself if you're just drawing stick men and you think they're rubbish. Like, that's not true. That we all have to start somewhere. And you know, like 2 years ago, I didn't think my work was that great, and it's only now that I'm getting used to what I'm doing and feel like I can share it with the world. So yeah, just go easy on yourself and just enjoy the process.
Yeah. And so do you draw for books for people already in the business of books or illustration already, or is it just something that you do for yourself?
Yeah, it's a bit of both actually. Sometimes I like to draw for myself, but also I've been working with I was working with an animal charity in Bangkok.
Oh, cool.
They adopt a lot of stray cats off the streets. So I dedicated a lot of my time to helping them out with marketing materials. But I also do a lot of pet portraits. So I have a lot of people send me their photographs of their animals, and I like to draw them as well. So yeah, it's a bit of both. I have an idea for a children's book.
Yeah.
That I want to work on towards the end of this year. So yeah, I dabble in a lot of projects, but books are something that I definitely want to also go into as well.
Yeah, I can totally see it in a book for a little child, which would explain, you know, what animal is what do they do, and how do they live, and it's really really great what you're doing, and yeah. If people, of course, you know, we're recording, but you know, we're people that are gonna be watching this want to buy your art. Is that an option, or is it something that you're just like, nope, I'm just doing for projects and that's it?
I think in a perfect world, if I didn't want to make any money from it, I wouldn't. But yeah, definitely, I have an Etsy store.
Okay.
It's my name. It's Emma Van Looy Studio. And I have a few bags on there, and I will be putting a few prints on there this week as well. But also, just get in touch with my Instagram. I accept commissions and interest in any work if anybody wants to collaborate or work with me. So yeah, just get in touch on my Instagram, and yeah, I'll contact you ASAP.
And of course, I'm gonna put all the links that are necessary for people to click on it on the webpage that we have for the showcase, and under the video description as well, so people can contact you as easy as possible. So I'm super happy that you're part of this showcase. I'm happy that I could let you shine a little bit in this showcase, and I can't thank you enough for accepting my invitation of being part of it.
No, thank you for organizing it. I think it's, you know, these types of things are what people really need, I think, at this time. And it's great to showcase who is in this city, you know. It's amazing.
It's
so
true.
Thank you.
It's true. Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate it, Emma. And well, let's hope that this is all over very soon, so we can go have a walk, being inspired by Porto or anything else. It would be a pleasure to spend some time with you guys.
Yeah, appreciate the world again, right?
Yes, definitely. And I think we will appreciate little things and simple things even more than we thought we did before.
Definitely.
Thank you very much, Emma.
You take care.
You take care as well, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.